This is interesting. I wouldn't dismiss this. What this guy says about Trump stealing the oil, because that is that would start a war. That is basically provocation. I mean, they say there's a war on just now, but a wider war. I think that Iran and Iran's allies should continue to shut down the American economy. I'm 100% behind the Iranians and other countries, oil rich and poor, especially countries that are being turned against each other, at each other's throat, because that's what they do. It's not a case of divide to rule. It's just they're causing division to cause chaos and just mass murder, mass killings. And that's the United States of America. And it is also Epstein's so-called lists. You see, because I noticed that I've got images of these people. They work in the Crown Office as well. There was at least one of them and more at, what's it called? The Edinburgh Sheriff Court, the judge and everything. They need to be arrested. I mean, that is corruption. They're talking about investigating the U.S. senators and others for corruption and paedophilia. How many women are they actually pursuing? Well, they aren't really, are they? As far as they're concerned, they just want to leave it at Ghislaine and just bag all the men. But this Pam Bondi, my eyes were on her a long time ago. Caroline Levitt as well, and Nancy Mace. There was that other guy, I forget his name, but he's part of the No Kings. He's one of those, he's a homosexual. Not that that's the issue, but it does prove a point that they're only pursuing cases where women and girls are victims. So it just tells you. That's the No Kings movement, which shows that, well, it's how they operate. They do the opposites, the in-between, or just blatantly in your face and expect you not to believe it. But that's it. That's how they work it. Partly, not entirely. So there are other elements involved. But here, this is them inciting others to declare war on the United States and United States allies. This is Donald Trump and others inciting a wider war, a whole-scale war against all of the oil-producing regions because they fucked up. This is economics. They fucked up. They just don't know how to do their home economics, these Americans. They're fucking greedy, filthy, greedy scum. And the others, not uniquely the Americans, but, the Americans are the worst for going out and causing mass murder and committing mass murder.
Energy infrastructure, which President Trump has hinted, then the supplies from Iran could get affected. And Iran contributes 5% to the global oil supplies, and they are exporting their oil through the Strait of Hormuz. Second, no clarity as to how long will the Strait of Hormuz take to reopen. And third, the Gulf oil producers, who are the key providers of global oil supplies, have been hammered. Their energy infrastructure has been hammered in these attacks, with some of them suffering huge damages, and there's no clarity how long will it take once this war is over for them to go back to the pre-war level. So there are huge concerns. And your question was how much can the prices go to? JP Morgan says it could touch $150 dollars a barrel if the war continues until the middle of May, which is next month, and if the Strait of Hormuz stays shut. Citibank is saying it could touch $130 in the coming weeks. So, there are huge concerns and prices could go up.
Just quickly, very briefly, Samir, Donald Trump said today about the Strait of Hormuz, which is obviously crucial in all of this, quote, with a little more time, we can easily open the Hormuz Strait, take the oil and make a fortune. I wonder what you think the markets might make of that.
What they do. That's what they do.
I don't think
anyway.
they're going to buy that, read too much into that statement, Ben, because
I would.
President Trump has
They
made
do
those
that
kind of
all the
statements in the
time.
past, but there has been no action. He has also said 2 days ago
They do it all the time.
that the US is not going to
See
take
how
any
this
action in terms of opening up the Strait of
works.
Hormuz, and he left it
I'm recording with my body.
on other countries to do that. So I don't think the markets are going to read really too much, and they will look
Worry
for some
about the
tangible
market.
action. I think that's the only thing
It's more what
that
he
would
said. That's what we're commenting on. It's what
ease
he
market
said.
concerns on sentiments at this point of time.
It's what he said. The markets will, well, they would rocket in favour of the Americans if they went and did that. But that is what they do. What they usually do, they do as the Romans did. They divide to rule. So they just divide to control the assets. They don't want to rule. So they give the impression they're not conquering the country. No, we're not conquering. We're just helping you. So they put in puppet governments, dictatorships, and they're the ones they help so they can steal the oil. So they do it already. It's not something that is unusual. They're going to go in. It amounts to mass murder and assault and robbery. So you can actually deal with this as a war crime. They need to go to the International Criminal Court for war crimes and have Donald Trump brought forward as a war criminal, and other Americans in previous administrations, especially the Bush family, including the one I called the Wiener, George Wiener Bush.